I'm Taylor. I'm the youth leader at Teesside Vineyard, and I did the Vineyard Leadership College in 2022. So when I first heard about the college, it was at the VLG, and when I first heard about it, I didn't really think it was for me, and it wasn't something that I wanted to step into. And it wasn't until I went to DTI in the summer with my youth group. It was coming towards the end, and he invited the Holy Spirit in, and we were waiting around, and he said, "I feel like someone's called into leadership. Can they please stand up?" I just remained seated, just didn't really think too much of it. And then he said, "Well, actually, the person I'm talking about, he still sat down because he was worried about what people are going to think." And then as soon as he said that, I just started like flowing of water coming out my eyes, and I was like, what is going on? And I wasn't crying with sadness or tears like that. It was more just water flowing out my eyes. And then I stood up and got prayed for. Yeah, I guess it was just kind of more surrendering to the fact of that I'm all in now, and that really coming to the terms of, I think God actually is calling me to ministry. And it was kind of a battle of putting down the plans that I have for my life in my mind. I was like, I want to do this, I want this career or this job. Yeah, I guess my perception of leadership and working in the church before college was more about, how can we fix these teenagers? How can we, get them off this path and onto this path, and kind of like a go mentality. But being on the leadership college, I kind of realized that it's more about just going slow and steady with them, and just sitting in the mess that they might be in, and just being there consistently and showing up, and ultimately just loving these young people. And I always worried, what if this happens, or what if that happens? And I kind of began to realize that God isn't expecting perfection. He just wants me to be obedient to what he's doing in my life. And just the verse always used to come to me of, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And being able to multiply and grow different leaders, it's been something that without doing the college, I wouldn't really know how to do that or where to even start. I'd find myself being asked questions about how do we do this with the kids in our church, because maybe they didn't have much experience, and we just would chat about youth ministry, and they just really encouraged me along the way, which was just such a blessing to be around, really. Because when I first started off, it was just myself and the pastor's kids, and they had to be there, so I don't know if they really count. So we didn't really have a lot, and we would just pray for just more young people to walk through the doors, and we did some outreach, sports, evangelism stuff, and some more. We just got to encounter different kids from the community. And the church is in a really deprived area, so it was challenging and tough, but more kids kept on coming back. A mentor in my life once said to me, what you win them with is what you win them to. And it was just like, I've always stuck by that. And, ultimately, if you win them with Jesus, that's what we're going to win them to. So, more kids kept on coming. And we actually now have around 30 plus kids that we have at our youth group, which is just so crazy in the short space of time. And it's honestly, it's nothing to do with I've done, really. I think it's fully God. I'm just trying to be obedient to what he's doing. And, one thing that we really value at Teesside Vineyard is just consistently showing up and being there.